Hello, I'm Karen Goler. Madonna and I live in Old Bridge, New Jersey. This is Madonna. She's a greyhound. She's a former racing greyhound, but she's retired now. So that's she. Madonna is actually my third greyhound. My first one was actually what's called a brood. They used her to breed, and she had a litter, and many of the puppies from her litter did race as well. She lived until 13 and a half. My second greyhound was named Cookie. Her actual racing name was Snooky. She lived until almost 9. She passed. She had bone cancer. And Madonna here is my third greyhound. We just came in from a very quick walk outside. It's 100 degrees out there, so she's still a little hot. But anyway, so in all the years that I've been adopting through Greyhound Friends and going to events and staying pretty active, I didn't have a day off on the same day that they were doing what they call a haul day. And that's the day where a truck full of greyhounds come from the track and they go to Greyhound Friends to be bathed and cared for until they can be adopted or fostered and live in somebody's house, like Madonna. So anyway, I went that day. I finally had a day off on a haul day. And I was helping out, and Madonna kind of chose me. Now, it was about a year between the time that my second greyhound passed and the day that I was actually at that haul day. And I was ready to adopt again, but I wasn't planning on coming home with a greyhound that day. The board members knew that I was ready, so they were keeping their eye out for a greyhound that suited my lifestyle and personality. But that day, Madonna happened to pick me, and thankfully, Linda Lyman, who is on the board of Greyhound Friends of New Jersey, allowed me to take her home. We did the paperwork like a whole week later at one of the other board members' homes. But anyway, so I took Madonna home, and she was just off the track, so everything was very new to her. She was kind of scared of a lot of things. She calmed down. I've had her in April. It was a full year, so I've had her for a year and a few months. Her personality really has come out. She's crazy in a good way, just like my first greyhound was. Her favorite toy is her lamb chop toy. She also likes Marvin the Moose. And she gets nuts when she plays with her squeaky toys. She does not like when I go out to work at all. There's a bit of a separation anxiety issue, but it's getting better. We're working on it. She's very upset with all the fireworks that we've had this year. That's been very difficult for the past 2 weeks. So we're working through that. Some calming treats do work wonders, but that's where we're at right now. We're trying to get her back to normal, her happy little self, so that she can go on her evening walks without being afraid that fireworks are going to start to basically explode on the same block that we live on. That's about it with Madonna. Again, she comes from Greyhound Friends of New Jersey, and there are so many amazing dog adoption stories through this one organization, because besides getting dogs from the track, just like Madonna here, they also bring in galgos from Spain. Those galgos are actually rescued from the streets of Spain by an organization there, and they're in contact with Greyhound Friends of New Jersey, and Greyhound Friends of New Jersey, or Galgos del Sol, flies them from Spain to the United States, and then they get adopted out here in the United States. And then there are some greyhounds that come from other countries as well. We've had some from China and from, I believe, Ireland as well. So to hear many, many great adoption stories about greyhounds and galgos, really reach out to Greyhound Friends of New Jersey. Madonna doesn't do anything in particular that's cute. All greyhounds have these funny little personalities. She does know a few words. You want to take a nap? She knows that word. You want to go outside? She knows that word as well, but we just came in from outside, and she knows a few other words. I actually have a greyhound walking group. An average of 6 to 10 greyhounds walk with us like once a week, weather permitting. And if you walk with us, it's just really an interesting thing to do, because we all love bragging about our greyhounds. But, you know, we talk to each other about we give each other advice and all that other stuff that I guess parents of kids do as well. But there are so many nice people involved with the organization. It's just really amazing. So I hope I've answered all of the questions on this list. Please don't hesitate to give me a call. I can definitely send more video footage or photos or anything like that. And that's about it. Again, this is Madonna. She comes from Greyhound Friends of New Jersey. She's my third greyhound from that organization. And greyhounds really do make great pets. She has come a long way in a year. She has less fears. She's used to being retired now. I think she's enjoying retirement. So, say goodbye, Madonna. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thanks.